Hi friends, thank you for coming back and visiting with me today. Yes, it's another yarn haul, but it's a yarn haul with a twist, and I'll explain in a second. And I know I've been sharing a lot of yarn hauls with you, but I actually have been making a lot of things off camera that I haven't been able to share with you, which is why this is the second week I haven't really had an off the hook video for you, because I will be sharing those things in a later video in a few weeks, and it will all make sense, trust me, in a couple of weeks. I also have been busy because I did it. I finally set it up with much encouragement from my family and my friend Linda from Linda's Pantry. I have an Etsy page started, and I am nervous as can be. It is an insane amount of work, and honestly, with everything else that's going on in my life right now, it probably wasn't the best time to start it, but then again, when is? So by the time you're all seeing this, I should have my first few things uploaded to Etsy. I ask all of you, if you go over and I'll have the link down in the description box, if you go over and just favorite for me to help me get the word of mouth. It's very much like the algorithm with YouTube. The more people who favorite, the more Etsy takes notice. So I appreciate that so much. As I said, I'm pretty nervous, but I'm also pretty excited. So I've decided that's what I'm going to be doing for the next little bit instead of markets. I think this works better for me in so many reasons, too many reasons to list, but I think that's the best route for me to go. So I've been making a lot of things for Etsy, which I guess I could show you on off the hook, but most of them are put away right now in anticipation of possibly mailing them out soon. So that's why there hasn't been a lot of off the hook. Not that I haven't been making a lot of things, because I've been crocheting for hours. But either I'm not ready to share it with you, or it was for my Etsy page, which, like I said, I could share them, but for now, we'll just wait. So this is a haul from Michael's, and I put this order in because we had a big Michael's sale. It was 25% off, plus we get 15% military discount. So 40% off, which is really good. And it's not a huge haul by any means, but it's some ones I've been looking forward to trying. It's new colorways and some of my favorite yarns, so I'm really excited to share those with you. It's going to be a twist because I'm actually going to show you a couple of things I'm going to be making with a few of these after we share the haul. It will only be a second for you. It'll be a little bit for me, but I'm actually going to show you a few of the projects that I had in mind when I ordered this yarn. So you're not just going to see it as a swatch, you're going to see it as an actual crocheted item. So I'm pretty excited to share that with you. I'm also excited, I found another set of budget-friendly crochet hooks. Now they say these are new, my Michaels. These are from Loops and Thread, ergonomic aluminum crochet hook set. They are tapered. They do have a bit of a pointy head, which I'm pretty excited about. They say they're new to Michael's for us. Now, I'm in Canada. It may be that they're just recently new to Michael's Canada, or they're new completely. All I know is they're new to me. I got all 4 of these with my 30% off coupon. Because these weren't on sale, I was able to get 30% off. I paid less than $10 for 4 of these, which I think is pretty good if they're good hooks. So we're also going to be testing these and see what we think with a few of the items I'm going to be making. I'm going to be using these. So I got 4.5, a 5 millimeter, 5.5, and a 6 millimeter. Pretty much all the sizes that I use, other than I use 6.5 a lot too, but that's the most what I use. So I'm pretty excited to share those with you. Okay, let's see what we got for yarn. So again, this is a brand new yarn to me, Carousel Twist. It said new, I believe it said new in the advertisement, so I'm assuming it's brand new to everybody. Carousel Twist, it is a bulky 5. You need a 5.5 millimeter. It is actually, which I was really surprised, it's made in Turkey. I think Loops and Thread are getting their yarns made in Turkey now, so yay! And it is machine wash warm, tumble dry low. Getting too fast for myself here. And this colorway is called Birthday Cake. I think this is stunning. Carousel Twist. This is going to be one of the ones that you're actually going to see made up into something here in just a few minutes. So isn't that pretty? See if I can get a little closer. Yes, I'm out in my kitchen again because the lighting is so much better to show you these colorways than my craft room dungeon. The next one I got, again, is okay, so we have 2 here. 2 new colorways in the, sorry, 3 new, is it 3 new colorways or just 2? I think it's just, I'll double check. I know 2 of these are new. I don't know if the 3rd one is. This is going to be the Bulky Twist Cotton Blend, one of my favorite yarns. But I have some plans that you're gonna see. One of these is gonna be worked up, one of these colorways, into something. So it's 50 cotton, 50 acrylic, a 6.5 millimeter hook, bulky 5. This one's called Fruit Salad Multi, and this is a new colorway in the Loops and Thread Bulky Twist Cotton Blend, and I just thought it was fun. It is fun. I really like those colors. I love the name. I'm a sucker for Fruit Salad Multi. That I think is very fitting. I'm a sucker for a good crochet name, or yarn rather. I'm a sucker for a good yarn name. So Fruit Salad, that's a new colorway. The other new colorway is Fireside Multi, and I love this one. Absolutely love this one here. This one's a little less messy. There we go. Oh, that just screams autumn to me. Again, I think a great name choice. So Fireside Multi. And the other one, I think I'm not sure if this is a new colorway or not, but I love the colors in this. I believe this one was Flower Garden Multi. Yes, definitely. I think that's beautiful. So those were some new colorways. I also got, these are not a new colorway, but I wanted to compare this Loops and Thread cotton to Peaches or Sugar and Cream and Premier Home and another cotton I use, Bernat Handicrafter. I wanted to compare it. Now, there's not a lot of yarn in this. There's only 56 grams, 86 meters. It's only 2 ounces. It is 100% cotton. This one is, needs a 5 millimeter hook. Smoke Ombre. I got 3 of these. They are tiny, but I thought we would try them. I have some solid gray cotton in the Sugar and Cream that I wanted to pair up with this. It doesn't have as much gray as I was hoping. It looks like a little more taupey than I thought it would be, but I think it's still gonna work. But I just wanted to try them and see how they compare. I gotta tell you, they feel exactly like Sugar and Cream. They feel exactly like Bernat Handicrafter. So I just wanted to try that, and like I said, where it was on sale. This is not a new colorway, but it's Big Twist Value, which I haven't tried a lot of. This is a 4, I believe. They've changed where they put the colors and everything. Okay, yes, 4, 5 millimeter hook, 100% acrylic. This one's called Mountainside, and again, I just thought something, it spoke to me. I'm not sure why, but it did. I really liked it, and I'm happy with it, because sometimes what it looks like online is not what it looks like in real life. So I'm really, really happy with this. I don't even know if I mentioned I got this through Michael's online. So I got that. What I like about this is it tells you on the label how many skeins of this you'll need to make each one of those items. So that's pretty cool. I just got one of those to try. I haven't tried a lot of Big Twist Value, so that was one of the reasons I got that. Another one I got, and I'm disappointed in it. This looked a little more orangey online, and so it's not at all what I was going to use this for. This is called Clay Ombre, medium 4, 5.5 millimeter, Loops and Thread Soft Classic Acrylic. It looked really orangey, and it's even looking more orangey, I feel, in the picture. Especially this color is looking on the video here right now. This is looking a little more orange, and in real life it's a lot more red. I was hoping for a more orange rusty color. I thought that's what that was going to look like. I think it's still a pretty yarn. It's just what I wanted it for. It's not going to work, but we're going to do something with that at some point. I'm glad I only got one because I wasn't sure about it. Oh, I got 4 of those cotton yarns. Okay. And this one, I was very happy. Same as the last one, Loops and Thread Soft Classic Acrylic. Each one has 120 grams or 4 ounces, 214 yards, 196 meters. This one is Taupe Ombre, and this one is definitely more what I was hoping for. I was hoping that Clay Ombre was going to have a little bit more of this color maybe in it. Well, it kind of looked like it online. So, but I'm really happy with that colorway. So that's good. Now, the next ones are new colorways. This is Loops and Thread Charisma Acrylic. This is the Heathers. I love Heathers and Tweeds. They are some of my favorite wintry yarns. Fall and winter. I love them. This is a bulky 5. 8mm hook is recommended. This is Forest Heather. And it is, I don't feel like the video is doing it justice. This is very, very pretty green. It's actually looking a lot brighter green on the video here than in real life. Yeah, it truly is a foresty green. It's looking, I feel like, a little brighter in the video, but so that is a new colorway in the forest, or in the heather. Another new colorway is the burgundy heather, which it's a little more red in real life. It looks a little pinky on the video, but it's so soft, so soft. I've used these before. These are just new colorways I wanted to check out. And this one is called, yeah, Burgundy Heather. I believe it's made in Turkey. So Loops and Thread are getting on the bandwagon too with having yarns made in Turkey. It's very soft, very, very soft, squishy. It's not scratchy or itchy on your skin. And then this is Impressions. This wasn't a heather. This was just a new colorway. It's also a bulky 5. This isn't a heather. Is it a tweed? Might be the tweed, but usually it says tweeds on the label. 246 yards, 5.29 ounces. Why can't they just be 5.3? Seriously. 225 meters, 150 grams, 6mm hooks recommended. This is burnt orange. And yes, that is beautiful. Absolutely love it. Exactly what I was hoping for what I'm going to make with this. And then last but not least, I actually got this one at Walmart. I have a few yarns coming from Walmart online that I could not. Yarnspirations wanted I would have had to spend so much money to get free shipping, and the yarn ended up being cheaper in the long run on Walmart anyway, and I have free shipping with Walmart. It's just going to take me until I think a couple of days from now before I get the rest of them. One came the day I ordered, which was really weird, but the rest are coming in a couple of days, and I'm not necessarily in a hurry for them. So I have them, and I have a Mary Maxim too, because they got me. They had a $6.99 flat rate shipping. You didn't, so I'm definitely going to take advantage of that because I got more of that crossword shimmer puzzle. You're darn right I did. It won't be here forever. And then I got a couple other I needed to, so yeah. My name is Lynn, and I'm a yarn addict. Totally, totally, totally addicted. Good news is I have plans for all of it. I just need to clone myself. Anyway, so I did order this from Walmart online, and like I said, this one came separate, so I might as well show you because it showed up a couple of days ago. This is just Bernat Premium Tweeds. Again, I love my tweeds. There's quite a bit of yarn on this one. Medium 4, 5mm, 7 ounces, 198 grams, 97% acrylic, 3% viscose. This colorway is called, and this is also made in Turkey. This is Rainbow Tweed. And very similar, I think, a little bit. Well, no, I guess not. I guess because they were both kind of rainbow. Did they call this one now they're calling this a bulky 5, by the way. I don't know what universe that is a bulky 5. That does not look. This is a bulky 5. That's a bulky 5. Can we get that to show up? So that's a bulky 5. This does not, it doesn't feel like a 5. Maybe when we work it up, I'll change. What do I have that's a 4? I got to tell you, I got a 4 here. This is the Bernat Value Twist. It looks very similar to that, so it'll be interesting to see. And that's everything, all the yarn I got from Michaels. As I said, some of these you're going to see in just a few seconds actually made into items, so we can really get a true test of the colorways, and I can give you I love this yarn. I love this yarn, so it's nothing new I'm going to be trying. This will be new that I'll be trying, so I am going to be using this in something here in a minute that you will see, so I can give you my thoughts, and I can give you my thoughts on the crochet hooks, because I'm going to use these starting out. If they hurt my hands or they're not great, I'll have to go back to my tried and true, but I'm going to give these a good test. And perfect. I have the sizes I need to start. So I'm going to go get working, and you are going to see a couple of these colorways worked into something now. Okay, I'm ready to show you what I made with some of the yarn that I just showed you in the haul, and I'm pretty excited. They turned out beautiful. First, I do have a few things I can show you for Off the Hook Tuesday, because that is what this is supposed to be. So here are all the headscarves I have made in the last couple of days, and they are now listed on my Etsy. They're my very first things ever. Let's see how this goes. It was much harder to upload to Etsy than I thought it was going to, but I got all those done in the last couple of days. And I also finished another market bag, and I love how this one turned out. This is the Bernat Home. It's also a cotton acrylic blend, and I love this color. I've already made one with the yarn. If you remember, I made one which is in the teals, and my messenger bag that I made in the pinks, and then now I've made it in this like periwinkle blue. So pretty happy with how that turned out. And the handle, I did double thickness, and I'm going to start doing that on all my bags. I think that is much, much better. So there are a couple of things that are off my hook. Now let's start with, this yarn, which I have to tell you, I love this yarn. This is the Loops and Thread Carousel Twist Birthday Cake, I think it was called. I love this. This ended up being lovely to work with, did not split. It's very, very nice yarn. And I made a slouchy beanie. So, and hopefully, if I'm remembering, you were seeing video right now of it on, but that is what I made with that yarn. And I'm hoping it just gives you a truer idea of the colorway, how it looks, and I can tell you I will be buying. They don't have a lot of colors because it is new, but the Tide Pool and the Blue Jeans, I think it's called, are really nice. And the Biscuit color. Those are some colors I really like. The next yarn I made some things out of was the Loops and Thread Bulky Twist, and this was Fireside Multi, and I made pumpkins, and I think they turned out so cute. Now, I normally would put cinnamon sticks. I can't find my cinnamon sticks. So imagine these with cinnamon sticks and curly cute, like raffia ribbon for the leaves, because normally they would have cinnamon sticks. And yes, I will be showing you how I make these very, very soon in an upcoming video. So you will be seeing that. But so I made the big one and the small one, and I still have some yarn left. So I could easily make probably another one of these, or maybe do one a little bit smaller, and then I'll have a stack of 3. That might be what I do. But I think the colorway, I think it's so pretty. I love this, and I love this yarn. It can be a little bit splitty when you cut it and you have to darn in your ends. I'm just gonna warn you. As much as I hate that, it doesn't keep me from using this yarn because I love it that much. And then with this yarn, another favorite that I absolutely love, this was the Impressions Acrylic Burnt Orange, I think it was called. Yep, Burnt Orange. I made this pumpkin, and I love this. Again, no cinnamon stick. I think this turned out beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's very soft yarn. Like I said, all the yarns I used the last day or so from Loops and Thread are all made in Turkey now. So I really think, and I have a lot of this left, as you can see. So there it is on the skein, and then there it is as an item. I think that worked out beautifully. Then I made something that I literally used every last bit. There is nothing left. I actually had to scramble to find a couple of scraps I had cut off to sew on my little label that I put on it. So this was the Big Twist Mountainside, and I doubled it up, and I made a basket. And I wish I'd added some cotton too, to give it a little more structure, but once I have things in here, it will be a little more structured. But that is the little label I put on. Can you see this? There we go. That is the label I put on, and I had to scramble to find these little scraps to sew them on because my rivets were not big enough to go through those holes. Now, in the past when I made baskets out of acrylic, I've made them tall enough and then I fold them over like this and put cotton or plastic around. But I did not, I was originally gonna do that, so you would fold it over and that would give it more structure. But I realized after I had already made the height, I was nowhere as I gonna have enough yarn to do that. But it's okay, I can work with this. I love it. I think you'll just have to remember it from a few seconds ago when I was showing you my haul, a few seconds for you, what the colorway was, but it's called Mountainside. And I am definitely going to be getting more of this. This speaks to me. I don't know why. I love it. It's got some blues in it, black, brown, cream, a taupe. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then the last thing I made, I decided I had some time, so I made one more thing with the new, it's from the Bulky Twist yarn, same as the, what was that one called again? Autumn Fireside? Fireside Multi. I said, you know what? I want to see what this really looks like. So I worked up the Fruit Salad Multi, and I made a set of coasters. And I think these really give you a good idea of the colorway. Whoops. I love this colorway. Again, it speaks to me. Not something I normally would go for, but I really like it. So there we have it. A yarn, oh no, I almost forgot. Last but certainly not least, I used the loops and thread hooks that I showed you a few seconds ago in the haul. I used all but the 6. The 6 I did not use, I think it was. And I forgot to tell you earlier, the sizes are, you're never going to see that, maybe you will, I don't think so. The sizes are engraved on the metal. I love these hooks. These hooks worked amazing on all the different kinds of yarns. And this was a great test because I used number 4, I used number 5, I used a couple of 5s, I used acrylic, I used acrylic cotton blend, I used pure, they worked amazing. And so, as I said, these 4 with the coupon, they're normally $16 Canadian, which I think for 4 hooks that are really good because, it's a really good hook does make a difference. It does. It really does. It doesn't mean you have to spend $30 a hook. And I'm always on the hunt for trying, I'm trying to find you guys the best hooks that, I know I did review that very expensive hook set a few weeks ago. I love these. I love these so much better. And the fact that I paid 10 something Canadian for 4 of these, they're shorter, so they fit my hand perfectly. My thumb went exactly where it needed to go every time. And there's also one on top too. So if you're a pencil holder, crocheter, you've got a place for your thumb and your finger. And if you're like me, a knife holder, they were awesome. I cannot recommend these enough. If you've been wondering about them, yes, the loops and thread crochet hooks, ergonomic, they're fabulous. 10 out of 10. Like seriously, it didn't snag. It went into the stitches beautifully. These shocked me. These really, really shocked me. I hope they come in more sizes. Right now, these are the only sizes I can get, which is 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 6. I'd love to see a 6.5, and I would love to see a 4. So, because I think it was 4.5, wasn't it? Was the smallest. Let me just double check. Yes, 4.5. So, if you've been wondering about these, yes, these are amazing. And if you get them with the coupon, you'll get a really good deal on them. So I'm so happy how much I liked those because I love being able to love a budget-friendly crochet hook. And that is it. You got a yarn haul, you got a yarn review, and you got to see these yarns worked up. You got a crochet hook review, you got an off the hook Tuesday. It was everything. Plus you got the big announcement of my Etsy shop. And I think I forgot to mention the name. The Etsy shop is Hooked and Steeped. No Lynn, just Hooked and Steeped. And as I said earlier, it will be linked down below. I greatly appreciate it if you go over and just, give it some love, just so Etsy knows I'm out here. I just have my headscarves as of right now as recording. Those are what is live. I have a very busy week ahead, but I'm trying my darndest to get the next couple of things. I'm going to try and put a couple of things up at least once a week new until I can get a good inventory up there. But I'm really nervous and excited too, and exhausted because, as I said, it ended up being a little bit more work than I thought, but that's okay. Hopefully I can figure out. Hey, if I can figure out this YouTube thing, I think I can figure out the Etsy. Thanks for dropping by, and we will see you all soon.